Howdy, howdy, hello, hello. Welcome back to the PTR waiting room. We got quite a few hours until it is actually live, so we're chilling, we're chilling. I am throwing fear and other things from my other characters over towards my rogue, so we can farm for more eagle horns for the hell of it. While we wait, while we chill, while we vibe. And all that sort of good stuff. How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. I'm still not absolutely sure what I'm gonna do when we get to the PTR. There's so much stuff, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Probably gonna start with rogues, and I'm gonna play rogue up until, of course, the PTR is actually live. May as well roll right into the same class. But it's actually maybe some of the other ones that I'm a little bit more interested in, so I might change my mind. We shall see. We shall see. Here's a little bit more fear. I'll throw that in there. I think I've almost cleaned out all of my fear across all characters. It's crazy to say knowing how much of the escalations we've done, but we did farm for things on the barbarian quite a bit for the beast in the ice too, so we didn't leave that much for the rogue. If Yandere has anything. Hello, hello, how you doing? Home slice. Someone called me home slice. Granted, usually I would be annoyed by stuff like that, but Cuban is actually from my home, basically. So I guess that's okay. I guess that's okay. We'll let it go. Alright, we're going to the next character. He doesn't even have a full stack. He doesn't have a full stack of fear here, Necro. Good Yap God's got. Good morning, Maxim. What's up? Everyone cannot put the PTR. You have to have the BattleNet client to get in there. So if you play on PC and you've got that, you're good to go. You just gotta make sure you download it from the drop-down if you haven't already. It already is available to pre-download. I've got a lot of living steel. If I needed living steel for anything, I'd be in good shape. Unfortunately, I don't think that I do right now. So that's just unfortunate. Alright, we're back to the row. We went through everybody, whatever's in that storage and what's on this person. That's what we got to go and kill the beast in the ice with. I think I'll switch to Dev Trap for it. This is easier than doing the pin shot thing. Hello, hello. It's been some time then. How's it going? Alright, so all the consumables. We are here for the fear. The rest, not so much. There you go. So that's what I've got. Let's switch builds. Should be able to do the thing. Okay, that one's already updated all the way. Good. And then I think I wanted the revised one here. Yeah, we'll take that. Accept. All good, all geared? Yep. And then these go into storage. There you go. Alright, so we're gonna go kill the beast in the ice. We're gonna hope for a battle eagle horn. That's what we're for. The beast ball boots, of course, also in this. Which are always nice to have better ones. The ones I have right now. Not even max aspect, didn't bother triple critting those. Despite how much time we spent on the death trap, I actually didn't chase all its gear to maximize it. I might do that today for something to do. Seems like a good time. I have a feeling I can remember how to play death trap. We only played it for maybe like 200 hours. Just this season. Last season we did the same thing too. Alright, let's go. I'm doing well, I'm doing well. Like we're waiting for the PTR for season 10 of D4. That's right, already going for season 10. Kinda wild. He almost got to next phase. Almost. Alright. What build do I predict we mostly use in season 10 for the info that Blizzard has dropped? I don't know yet. I don't know. Unfortunately, all the time it's what is most broken. So we don't always know right out the gates. I'm sure some have like crunched the numbers a lot more than I have, who might have a better idea, but I really don't. Like for Rogue in particular, it's like I really, really don't. Nothing really jumped out at me. Just looking at it. We'll see. We'll see. If Spiritborn is not broken, you might have a chance to actually be doing some normal nice things. I would like to actually play Spiritborn again for the 300. I would like to. But as long as there's no strong confirmation that those bugs are fixed, kinda don't want to do that then. I want to play real Spiritborn and I get busted all the time, lying to me, doing more than it's supposed to be doing Spiritborn. Sorcerers have a lot going on. And a lot of people, I looked at it at a glance, oh no, they nerfed our Serpentine, but it's still gonna be doing so many good things, I don't know. Lightning? Fire? Who knows? One of those is still probably gonna be really strong. Okay, we'll collect. There's that and that. And then they got like the mana shield thing going on that although it has a cap to how much damage you can be doing off of the caps on your resources, I heard that it's probably gonna be pretty good. Then, if they didn't take away teleport, Sorcerer just from bat alone becomes high favor because it's fast. And action RPG, always about that speed. Speed and screen clear. Sorcerer just by out of the box, they have that more than everybody else. And there's no sign of their damage being completely nerfed. So just like knowing nothing else, it'll be a sorcerer of some sort that most people will play. Open this. Alright. Well, see, I would say that if it was about killing the orphans. An orphan maker means you're killing their parents, which, you know, lots of adults do die in this game. So if it was something to do with killing the orphans, then I would be surprised. So just because it's mentioning the orphans, not as bad as if they reworded that in some way. Righty. Da-da-da-da-da. Druid Shred, you got big buffs too, didn't it? That's true. That's true. I'm sure a lot of our Shred enjoyers out there are gonna be pretty happy. I do like Shred a lot myself. Okay, now. Good for this. Ouch. You're a little squishy. I killed him, he killed me. It was a big ball of death. So why did we die here? I didn't use the armor. Yeah, I didn't use my armor over here for the pin shot build. I don't have to. For this one I do, and he's still not completely capped. That's why he went splat. The gloves out here. Grab you again. Take the pants, and then we'll go ahead and hit that one again. This is fine. Space for the legendary. Alright, let's go take that again. All the bows, but none of the GA ones. The shame, the horror. This is a wind forest too. Not the one we want. So I love it when they throw multiple of the same category on the same boss. This is fine. Cool enough. Amulet, not something I need. Take these there, don't mind if I do. Another one. Take that as the save these skins between different categories. It's still pretty nice. Crossbow skin actually, by default. Not terrible. He's gonna go and do the face thing now. Right. This is fine. Got wrecked again. Da-da-da. Revive. And we go again. Da-da-da. Sure. Resource is snapping better. Grab gold. How many more of these do I have? Looks like Belial is going to determine when our inventory. He was kind enough to do it before actual inventory time. Sure. There you go. Take the husk that I don't use and haven't used a single time this season. The bows, the gloves, no space, we'll inventory again. We depart for only a moment, Sibo. Don't get too excited. We'll be coming right back. Hello, how you doing? Alright. Now, what do we have to work with? Face to face, that's 280, or the heck can. That one is it's a chaos armor coming out. Along with that helmet for flurry, too. Some weird choices for rogue. Rolling down to it. Let's see here. A little bit of lag on me loading into this area. Good times. Sure. Didn't hit one of our multipliers as fast as I'd like to, but still get some before next piece. Open up. So, a little helm here. Pigeon stone. There you are. Alright. So. You have to fly away again. The horror. Back up just a tiny bit. Sounds okay, don't mind you. And another set. Let's see about landing in the pillar so it doesn't hurt too much. There you go, we'll get it that time. Not bad. And also those drops, not good. Still got more. You got any GAs yet? Just that mask. A really nice one of those would not be terrible, but that one's not that nice. Flurry on the table to mess with in the PTR. Always like flurry. Flurry with the fancy pole from the Shroud of Conduras. Like pretty old school feeling, but would feel nice for doing so many hordes. I love it. But at that point, the problem is always, well, Death Trap does it naturally without using up all those extra spaces. It suddenly became favored too. How useful. I'll take it. Rings and bows, and let's go ahead and open up this one. Sure. Okay, we'll stay here. No problem. There you go. Nice of you to come back down like that and I go into all the other spiels. Forever wishing I could color the back items so I could have a little bit more of a green look on this back piece. That's inventory again. Think anything else interesting? That one rolled the max aspect. I don't even know if I have a max aspect for this mask. Come to think of it. I'm also just like, we're going to play it in the PTR and it's gonna let me re-roll a bunch of that stuff anyway. I'm not that worried. 86.5, they both rolled armor. Don't know if I care about that too much. Okay, let's go do a comparison on the death mask. For science. Or science. Wait, did I just... Oh, well. I may have hit the wrong thing on that one, but anyway, I should have another one over here. This one is a 91, but it has a double GA. I see. So this 100, that 100 wasn't that bad. Not that big a deal, though. I said I'm probably not going to end up playing it on live. We're going to get to do it with all the fanciness of the Chaos Armor on the PTR. And then next season. Alright, let's go. Dun, 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 dun. They put those grenade and smoke bomb rings in the Chaos Armor category. I don't know how I feel about that. Definitely threw a lot of stuff to stack, like marksman skills and core skills of various sorts. And then I don't know how it all scales to feel better than like the fancy aspect in the situation. I think everything goes to 120% on the modifiers when it's over here in these slots, so that's pretty big. I'm curious about the drop rate. Like, how much is it reasonable to get everything if you really wanted everything? For those of us who play as much as we do, I think very reasonable. I think for most people that are like gone in a week or two, you know, not so reasonable. But most of us here, of course, we're gonna be the people who we'll get what we want. We're so finagling, I'm sure we'll do it. He's almost dead. He was almost dead. This build currently is in this whatever state it was when we got the 300. It only ever had to worry about speed running the page. So like those extra little defenses and whatnot for bosses clearly don't have it all together. It's not that bad on resistance and whatnot, but life is a little bit of a squish ball. So when he takes a hit, he takes a hit. I also didn't change whatever is over here. So what are we doing? I have a barrier. Yeah, technically, I cared about doing the bosses like super sweaty. I could change that and be a little bit more sturdy for it. Select this. There we go. It's a 265. Face of Fate. We don't care about it too much. What do I have here? Dark Shroud. This one's actually only a double. They didn't even go through and have all that on the site at that point. It was just the paint. Did not care to be fussy about it. But despite this being the 300 grind rogue, he still has a lot of room to actually grow. We wanted to. May as well do it. May as well do it. I got the other site overflowing now. Too late. And then here. Around the claw. Started shouting from the rooftops again about that we need more equal experience gain from other sources of the game other than the paint. Please, Lord. Fix it before next season. Don't make us suffer anymore. Don't make us suffer anymore. I should not have people in the community who are playing similar hours to me early in the season only have half of my Paragon. By experience. That's where we're at. There are people who play pretty much my hours throughout the season up until like now it feels like the end. We're all waiting on PTR and PoE 2. That are only half my experience about because I did the pit early and they did it, and that's just not right. Not right. Let's do this. If the pit speedruns were proper, like, sweaty content, highly skill dependent, and we were being rewarded for that, I'd be like, you know, it is what it is, but it's really not. It's like, did you waste your time in something that was giving you nothing more than the other person next to you that chose to do the stuff that actually progressed and leveled their character in ways that gave more value? So, for me, basically, what's mostly wasting my time, the progression, I was rewarded, and they were punished for doing what was more logical for every other aspect of the game. That's not really the best feeling, I think, overall. Like, we always knew it, like, early in Season 6 when they introduced this 300, but now at this point, like, after many seasons of doing it, it's more than time that it needs to be adjusted. More than time. Hopefully we kind of like put it out there and reminded the devs again like early on before this next season that we can pull it out. Pull it out of that tailspin of having to do it again. I don't know. We'll see. Pain Gorge is only 120%. Got a double GA though. Peaceful boots. 0.35. No. If they change the buff bar, so when I use precision and all that sort of fun stuff, I could actually read when it's time to get the most value out of Rain of Arrows, I would like it so much more. I don't like constantly having an internal count of when's the time to hit for the high damage. Which is also a problem if we're going to do the reload stuff on Orphan Maker, and I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know how that's gonna go. Alright, we go again. Still no sign of the better one of these. 40 to 80% doesn't seem like too bad of a roll, but it actually has to show up in the first place as Ancestral. Got you. Okay, another. How's my fear here? Still got a healthy amount. Looks like an eagle horn there. Devil can't count, just hits buttons. Pretty much. Pretty much the way it is. Caltroppers, do that, do that, do that, all the things. Oh, a nice little spot. The amount I am getting CC'd, I do not appreciate one bit. There he goes. PTR does not come out until my afternoon. So we got some amount of hours here. I even stalled my start time for a little bit, so I'm sure I'm in the PTR for some amount of time. I'm not just the waiting room.
Greetings.
Hello, hello. Alright, let's hit all this. There he goes. Well, they haven't announced all the things they're changing, all the things they're adding. There are a lot of things in the game files that have been data mined for PoE2, so we kind of have an idea of what might be in there. Including my Beastmaster. It moved from the not sure category to the it's in the files. But we don't know if we're actually gonna get it. Druid, also in the files. So PoE2, I'm pretty hyped. I'm pretty hopeful. We're gonna get everything we've been thinking we're gonna get that next league. Let's see, what's gonna happen is one of those druid ascendancies is gonna correspond with Beast 2, and I'm gonna be very confused with what am I going to play. But if none of those druid ones come up as giving companion buffs, it's all about the Beastmaster for me, but we already knew that. With how little time we have to spend in there before season 10 of D4 hits, I just only have time for one character to like fully enjoy it, and every time I choose a companion, especially if they're gonna actually let me have like proper builds where I'm gonna be doing damage for those things. It's so much fun with it. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Alright, let's do this one, Take that, and that, and that. Come on. I believe in you. You can loot. You got this. The PTR starts in my afternoon. So we got some time. They were saying 10 or 11 PDT. It's usually like their patch time of when they release that stuff. Oops. I got you and you got me again. Love it. Let's see. Give me my dash. Oh, a little janky. Don't know why. I did mess with some of the gear that was on it in between. I think maybe got to replace some pieces, but I don't think there was anything I replaced that had different like cooldown, resource spend, anything like this. There we go. Shroud persist, perhaps here, buddy. There you go. I'll take that. And Garoos, chest armors, bows, you name it. Alright, still here. We're gonna come down, we're gonna do this one. Move over here just a little bit. Me moving around does not help this situation. Alright, here. There you go. Now we wait. And that one's easy. I'll take the gold, that too. Okay, no problem. Another. Is wearing the same pants that the other one? Or is it? It might not be. Let's see. I like this spot. It's actually nice. This is a fine spot. Who doesn't like death grab? That hurts again. Like, I wanted you to dash there. Dash is not the precision that teleport is. It actually just goes in the same direction wherever you're facing is not actually where I'm clicking. I missed last season's Death Trap. And it had the everything. They made that pole so much smaller. The ice doesn't seem to be very nice to him right now, but he doesn't have that bad of a resistance to it. Can he have a few more percentages? I think he can, but yeah, he should be mostly fine. Just that unfortunate armor we have currently. Ah, so this isn't the same pants. He should be wearing the pants that belong on that's on the pin shot right now, I'm pretty sure. The pin shot has pants that has triple armor, so you switch the same aspect too. This is its perdition and not its Shaco, so this is also not what I would usually run on the boss build here. So that's what he's doing. It's not the most ideal. He's definitely on his hit clearing version. That's why I had 2 death trap settings, I think. What was this is the more tanky version of this on glass. Shatter everywhere version, which is not great for doing beats in the ice, apparently. I think it's doing like that huge greater amount of damage wearing the perdition, to be honest. Last season it was much more worth. This season not so much. Kill inventory after this, and we'll swap that stuff so the rest of these are a little smoother. Lyle. Of course you would. Of course you would. Oh, you, buddy. Yeah, let me kill you straight away. Yep. Very cooperative. What's character name? Pirate's Booty. Wonderful. Inventory this. Switch out the other pants. I don't know why there's 2 different pants in the first place that are on armory setting. We see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on this one. This one has aftermath, actually. That might be why we had this here. You don't have that aftermath. That cooldown isn't gonna be right. Also repair. I can still switch the helmet deal for sure. Assuming I have it sitting around somewhere. That's what I do for you. We're not wearing the other pants right now. So let me see what's on the other pants here. Quite a few umbras. Don't want that. Don't want that. Whoops, I just hit 4 there. Okay, this is the one that this is the one that the pin shot's wearing. Yeah, it doesn't have aftermath on it, so not ideal. Strip the resistance. Interesting. So technically, this one could use just a different pair of pants, period. With an aftermath roll on it. I think this character at some point we realized that it needed that obnoxious roll. Fix its numbers and resets. Just ended up with an unfortunate combination. Basic skills, puncture. Over this way. Dirty Devil's gonna be saying that all stream. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. 30 maximum life. That's not bad. It's not gonna have the resistance armor. Resistance armor is his puzzle solved. I don't think I have one of those, unfortunately. But in the meantime, see if I got a Harlequin lying around. I should. Yep, there you go. Cooldown reduction. Let's try this, and we'll put the emeralds in for you. Craft that. The emeralds here. Looks like I don't have space for these things. Let me salvage the extra, whatever this is. Brilliant sigil. Oops. Like that. There we go. See, that feels a little better for this activity. Fixes the armor, no doubt. Not as fast, but we don't need to be fast when we're killing these. 10 to 11 PDT is the kind of window they're aiming for. I wrapped more of my elixirs here, did I? No! That example's gonna be our timer bot for what's going on for the PCR. Put his leg away. Or PTR. Like, they don't do it until they are in the office and are ready to go. They can monitor it and feel if anything that goes wrong. So we gotta wait until we're on a working hour for the West Coast USA. The rest of us have to wait. Alright, unlock. Bow. But not the bow I need. 74% penetrating shot. Got the GA. One I have has the chance to double hit as the GA, which is very convenient. Puts it over 100% to happen to the double. We wouldn't have it any other way, so we want a multi-GA version of the thing. You lack so much unstoppable here, friend. It's kind of wild. I guess I could put it on the seasonal power. I feel the greatest when all the other classes don't have to do that for me. Double kidding in PTR. There's the time though. Alright. I'll take this. Thank you to follow. Welcome in. Everyone loves it when basically it seems like all games conform to your schedule. Well, to be fair, if that's your ideal target, that means that I have the ideal timing with what D4 does. Because it comes out of my afternoon, which is usually, for the longest time, was almost exactly when I went to sleep. When I was on the nocturnal schedules. I wish I still was. Because I'm on a day schedule, I have all sorts of weird, I can't sleep. Like, I feel anxious all the time, all sorts of weirdness because I'm not naturally probably prone or like that, this schedule. Like all sorts of weird like health stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's just because I can't sleep straight through anything because it's not my regular schedule. I'm nocturnal, damn it. It's bizarre. Everyone's like, oh yeah, it's so much more healthy now. It's like, yeah, for you. I feel like I'm having a heart attack, but you're okay. I'm glad you're all happy that I wake up in normal people hours, because I'm clearly not normal people. Oh no. Okay, here. Like, at least I could usually like sleep my 4 hours or whatever. Now it's like I sleep 2, I'm awake, it's nighttime. Like that's when my brain's awake. I have problems. I try to go back to sleep, can't. Maybe I'll get another 2. And when I wake up, I feel like trash. Like I am a vampire bat, and this makes me unhappy. But that, I mean, listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, here. I know, right? It's like I adapted to Dirty Devil's move. Fawn's new work schedule. I think I go a little bit like Steve gets to wake up and I'm here. There's a lot of you like that now. Like this. But for me, it's just like I'm dying. What happened? What happened? It's like I can see like a sliver of sunlight out there right now. It's awful. It's awful. All right. No, Rob says Robbie Rob. He's here no matter what. Even when I'm not here, we've got Robbie Rob. Now that's consistency. Minus that Saturday a little bit ago. We don't talk about it. Collect these and those. Let's do all these things. 94%. We don't need it. All right. Thanks, Temple. Okay. I'm just here slaying demons. 80 hour. Here I am. Okay, let's open up that. Pants and a helm. That 7 streak. He doesn't remember. No, Saturday, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Invasion. This one's on the chaos list. I don't know. Your subterfuge skills create an attackable shape. They're gonna try to make this do the totem again. I don't think that totem will ever hit it quite the same as when it didn't have its like limits. And everyone could just hit it. I don't even know you can still hit it like as a crew, or is it just you? Alright. Alright. Morning, morning. Hello, hello. Da, 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 da. Okay. Do that. Christian doll. Inventory needs to be done. Still no winners. Got Pale Perry today as the pet. I don't see him that often. Doesn't really match this, but there's none that really truly match it. I guess Azul would be closest. Pale Perry it is. Alright, got Slayer Crown. Nope. Passes the Dawning Sky. Also no. Look, there's a Dirty Devil here next to me, but that's not the Dirty Devil. Very confusing. A tiny tart. Mountain Dew portal. They fixed the fan of the place for no cost so you could just take it home. Amazing! Hooray! Or you can pack on the new PC. Yeah, I figured that's what they would do. This is such a minor thing for them to readjust. How's the fan situation, like the sound? Like that 40 stream streak, Corey. Good here, maybe. I was gonna ask, how the heck do you only have a 40 stream streak? I realized that you were traveling not too long ago. So I got to hang out on the YouTube, like check-in. Let's open the ice board. It can be like that. True. Okay, this way. I just hope they're quiet enough so they don't bother you. Because if mine were loud, I'd be pretty ticked off too. Like, the more I think about it, it's like I appreciate how quiet both of these machines are. When we put them together, I don't think we really thought about it much. That was just, I'm usually used to like really loud fans. Like I would sleep through one. Basically, it was like an airplane loud, and just, you know, I got used to it. These are nothing like that, but these don't even sit in like my bedroom. Well, technically, they're in a bedroom. They're in the master bedroom turned into like the studio. Like when I moved here, I just like, I don't need all this space for a bedroom. This is going to be for the PC to sleep. I want to go to sleep. And then I mean, never sleep. Because of that. But even if I have like a cave little room where I sleep, I can't anyway. Ruined. I think my biggest problem these days actually with the sleeping thing is I've been back to writing, and I've been writing in my bed. It means my brain cannot shut off what I'm supposed to shut off. But I can't write in here because this is where all the gaming stuff is, and there's no me doing any other work if all the PCs, you know, all the game stuff is here. So I'm just screwed. I'm just screwed no matter what I do. It's alright. I'll figure it out eventually. And then I was like, I'm gonna stop drinking caffeine. And then we actually, I think, one-upped my caffeine intake, or like the whole thing doing like the energy drink, acai juice kind of deal. Where just like one serving was at least a half shot of espresso, and I'm pretty sure I was doing more than a serving, let me tell you. And then I stopped that. I was like, okay, that may be too much. And then you know what? I got right back to it. A Mountain Dew portal. Mountain Dew portal. Alright, so the PTR usually starts at 10 to 11 PDT. So we've got a few hours here before we get to do the thing. You don't care for those, don't care for that. Let's get rid of all of these things. We've gone splat again since we changed to the Harlequin. Okay, here we go. Still a bit loud. Ah, I see. Yeah, it's wild having to wait that long to do the proper fan thing. At least they're a little less loud. Oh. The PTR is coming out later today. Okay. Sure, let's open that. The gloves, pincushion dolls, that's okay. Public test realm, so we're testing the season 10 changes that are upcoming. Ah, I see. Yeah, I think it's hard might get a little loud. It's usually because dust is in the way. It's always something in their way that messes the airflow just a little bit, takes it like off kilter, and you hear the imbalance. Sensitive bit of equipment. It can be. Since we opened my gaming rig and put it back together again, there is one like USB wire that is like so off. I can't even see it right now because of the way the light is reflecting it, but I see that now when we cleaned it, there are like smears of whatever cleaner my brother used, and now that's driving me crazy too. Why did I look over there? What is this? That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Ah, I see. So yeah, that's significantly better, I'd say. Significantly better. So you join me in the I can't hear anything because I just hear my own voice category, which is okay, I guess. It's better than machinery, maybe. Although if you ask a lot of the people who have been banned out of this channel, I am machinery. I am AI, so it doesn't count anyway. It's all machines. I wish I was AI. That's what I say every time they come in here like that. I'm like, I wish. I wish. Because then I would be here 24/7 and there would be no issues with sleeping or not sleeping. It'd be great. It would be great. I would love that. Please, tell me how to make it happen. Because clearly they know AI better than I know AI. You like to touch your music so you don't need it in your PC tower, right? Okay, let's do some of these. Track Chad's Bone. Lucky hit 255. We have a 300% on the face now, so pretty high bar. How we doing here? Yeah, it's still almost 4 stacks. A smash. I know we're not guy here. Wink, wink. Enjoy your lunch. Okay. Right, for these, I'm just like, all PC issues for everybody around here need to be fixed, sorted, improved by PoE2. So we only have a little bit over a week, right? 10 days? 10 days. It's common. I tested my GPU with it for a little bit, and it's still technically, if all my stuff is spamming really, really hard, can slow me down. But I'm sure if I just turn it down, setting-wise, it would fix most of it. Not just like going hard into everything. Everything, and then I have that snake on my Beastmaster. Well, she would be a Beastmaster, she could be a Beastmaster. On my Huntress, and it just spams so hard. Can't see anything, can't do anything. Ah, welcome back to your PC! That's what happened, yeah? Like I said, everybody can fix all the things. Gotta fix all the things. Back over there, you! Okay, here we are again. More of all of this. I actually have to play that mechanic on this one because we don't have the unstoppable that just sits there perpetually like other builds have. Pretty spammable break, but it still slides me if I get hit. Stay next to the pillar, not too bad. Okay. Let's do that again. Pincushion doll. So many Andariel runs too. I just have not been doing much of the middle of the ladder now. I just do like the low end bosses that are like low impact. Can't be bothered playing mechanics, but I don't bother to play Belial who doesn't have the mechanic either, so it's just like mostly can't be bothered with bosses. Oh, thank you. Throw your weapon around. Rude. Okay, pants, helm. Take all of this. Dude, do some inventory so I can pick up all this stuff. Which I don't even do that often. Especially a star lace, I believe. Double GA star laces all over the place. It's one of those. Probably it's fine. I'm gonna roll more of those. Need more shroud, need more perdition. Out here waiting. I spam this enough or stand next to the pillar. I'm okay. I got enough tankiness in me. I can get away with it now. Have to change the mythic. Okay. Let's grab some gloves. I know. Poor Nagu. We don't love it enough to make adjustments so we can pick it up. Since we mentioned it. Well, hello. Model. Alrighty. So here. 94, 265, that's not elements. Nope. I'm just like looking at this like that's a lot of text, but it probably doesn't say nearly as much as it looks like it says. Okay, next we wanted to put some of these away. We're gonna tab where all that's filled. So they'll go to the right category wherever they belong. And then we can pick up Nagu and Omen here. That one, that one, that one. There you are. That should do. That should do. Now, we can chill here. Good morning, Death. Enough. And there he is. I knew you'd come back. Alive and dead as I thought he'd be, but it's fine. Face tank it now. It would take a little bit longer. I don't mind. Anything that isn't dying, we're happy. Every time he says something like that, it's always when the worst items drop. I expect you'll need that to salvage this trash. Yes. Thanks. Thanks for the 5-stream streak. Death, not bad. P300 has special powers for every class that are different per class. And it's based on chaos, which also involves chaos armor dropping from chaos rifts that are alternate items for a category of uniques for every class that have different slots. They take up armor slots instead of wherever they usually would be, and they have higher rolls for their unique aspects. So we get class powers, but on top of that we get chaos armor. So it's not just another season with powers, it's powers plus. Go with this again. And then hordes are the primary content that were improved and are sources of the chaos armor. So those rips are throughout the game though. Hey now. How rude. I like how they haven't even officially announced what the class is, but everybody's kind of just heard about the data mine. They just assume, like, it must be, like, oh no. So, some of that assumption, like, the most unexpected places. I was like, what? Okay, I guess. The bow, it's a double. Bow is a wind force, so no. Alright, let's open up this one. Don't know for sure yet because we haven't tested them out, and then whatever we test and find, usually whatever is a big outlier is very much subject to change. Kind of take a guesstimate on what we see in those patch notes, but we'll probably know a little bit better in a few hours when the people actually are starting to play. the PTR, but I'd imagine that the sorcerers, with as much as they got going on, probably a high chance one of those will come out far ahead, even if just on speed and the very nature of sorcerer. And then some of the scaling and other stuff, not so sure. Not so sure. Let's see how the interactions are busted and are not so functional. Alright, let's inventory. Yes, I'm looking for Eagle Horn. Not having a holy class in a game like this about demon slaying is bonkers, but by lore it made sense. By lore it did make sense. Vegan. Think about that name, always. Always hurts me. I don't know why, but it just does. It's like T again. What? Distracted. Like T? T? Oh, T. Yep. You can pre-install the PTR. You got the Battle.net client, and then we're gonna do PTR already. It's been up there. I did do it before I went live today myself. I think it's 23rd? That's what people were saying from the notes. But yeah, it's something like that. Late September. So we'll do the PTR. We'll hopefully get them good feedback. They'll hopefully do good things with it. And then we won't be back to the Season 10 life until late September. Hey, we go again. Okay, then here. Lion. Back up just a little bit. We're gonna wing out here looking for handouts in the trade check. I guess this part of the season is already to the point where it actually might work. Decent enough chance in this game. People are like, oh yeah, sure, I got stuff. Open up these. They are not releasing new mythics that I have heard of. The new shiny are from the Chaos Rifts. So like hordes and other places where those happen to appear. And also, I think you have a Chaos Armor chance to drop with bosses. But it's my understanding they don't want that to be your best source of those. There's probably like, yeah, there's a chance if you're in there doing a lot of those. You maybe get something like that. That's nice. Primarily, you'd be doing hordes and fighting the alternate boss for the Chaos Armor. Yeah, here. Dun, 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 dun. It's later today. Usually they do between 10 and 11 PDT for opening up PTRs and patches. Okay, gloves, dagger, go again. Right over here. PTR is the public test realm. It's when they let us test some upcoming content to give feedback so they can adjust it before it actually goes live. You can access it if you play it on the Battle.net client. You can even preload it, so when it is live, you're good to go. I'm using the drop-down menu and the installer on the Battle.net client. Morning, we're doing alright. How you doing? No problem. Yes, the Chaos Armor aspects are always going to be higher than the normal item, and then you get a lot of alternate slot possibilities across your armor. So you can use one of your less important armor slots to get that access, and then open up things like your amulet in the case of like Open and Iris, so Ophidian Iris. Which is huge. Even if they did nerf and adjust those numbers, like that's still huge. Okay, there you go. Alright, so let's open that again. We'll inventory. So 300% attack speed crit strike chance. Lucky hit chance, not bad. Vuln chance, acceptable. That's a nice fist. Actually, a pretty nice fist of fate. Let's inventory. We'll put that in the storage. I'll see about the other things in a moment. Okay, good shot chance. All stats, baseball boots. And we'll throw that in there. You should level Paragon up until around 245, 250. Usually that's most builds. Good numbers for the glyphs to be filled out for your multipliers. Everything else after that is mostly additive, like main stat type stuff. That's just basically Paragon top. So if you're a 150, you're still quite a bit off of like your full potential for your major multipliers, so you're gonna want to keep leveling Paragon. The easiest way to level Paragon is the pits, and like whatever's fast for you. We do like a minute and a half of our ideal pit times. And if you don't want to do that, then the hordes are the next closest experience. While you're a 150 Paragon, it should be really easy for you to go ahead and level that way too. Subo just standing there, as Subo does. There you go, he's actually shooting something. Buddy old pal. Do something. Let's grab our gold. Alright, more of this stuff. Those are boots. Some baseball boots, only 1 GA. Not good enough. Alright. That's what I was saying, like, he's got very little clothing down over there. I'm like, what's going on here, buddy? I don't think you're hiding anything right now. Like, the only reason we're not seeing a lot more is probably because he's censored. Good times. Good times. There you go. Whoops. I would masterwork first and foremost. Your gear gives you huge gains. But if your gear isn't like super awesome, I wouldn't sit there and stress over trying to min-max it with the triple crit kind of business. Like, just get everything counted at 12. And they grind a bit. Like a little bit of bow gets you going. Can't completely neglect either. Stay over here. And then while you're Paragon grinding, you're doing like the pit, you get obols, and you can spend those obols towards the gear pieces that are weakest and hopefully get an upgrade. So it doesn't completely lock you out of working on gear. Alright, open that one up. Okay, pants. Gloves, boots, and a little frozen altar. There's flying. He's gonna come back down for that one though. Get that marriage damage. Of course, this way I don't crit every time as much as I'd like. Okay, just a touch. And let's be here. Whoops. Well, I can tank it. It's okay. There you go, buddy. Better. Took a little bit, but he died. Bleeding into your fancy egg? That doesn't sound healthy. Amulet. Here's a double bow. And we see anything good about it? Nope, it's a wind force again. 49 out of 50. Barrage. Chance for barrage projectile to cast twice. Wind force is not in the Chaos Armor. I think it's Sky Hunter that got it. The one's that's a little bit more universal to whatever build you want to make, which is cool. Beastfall Boots 0.75. The ultimate cooldown reduction. Agile only got 2. It matters. It's kind of a similar situation I'm already in. A little bit more movement speed. Maximum resource not as nice. So no. That's inventory. Yep. Rain of Arrows has that account in the Chaos Armor. The thing. Masterworking winning the war, huh? Or if you have the opportunity, can you put when the PTR starts for people, since they're gonna keep asking unless we have it pinned? And then also maybe the PTR like patch notes in that message too. Alright, so much distilled fear do I have? Right now I have less than 2 stacks left. Into this we go. Thank you, Ori. Over here. Whoops. Flip it, I'm sliding. Oddly enough, we blame the graphics setting and the new GPU. Go figure. Is my armor fine here? Yeah. Can do that with the Shaco. Get away with some shenanigans. Oh, that's much nicer. Alright, hells, bows. I'll leave that. Let's go. Let's open this one. Nah, Distilled Fear is not so bad because it's escalations. Escalations, the natural thing we would be doing all this season, have been doing all this season. Not too bad at all to do the Distilled Fear thing. The thing is, the economy is completely broken. So you're looking to just do like the most efficient farm for whatever you need. It's buy the husks off of people from the market after selling like one really nice thing that has gold capped you. Pretty much how it goes. I think even part of this part of the season, there's still way too many husks in the on the market. It's still how it's done. If you don't care about the, of course, dubious situation that gives us that many husks in the first place. So most people don't even do these bosses, but I do not do Belial at all this season. So I still actually kill the beast in the ice because I actually have farmed my stuff on those escalations. Alright, waiting for Nope. I'm gonna collect this. Since I have so much time on my hands, you know, it works for me. Most people, I get it. Just buy the husks. Do it. Just do it. It's fine. I always say, like, hopefully next season it's not like this, but we're 2 for 2 on the husk dupe situation. It kind of just is what it is. Alright. They were saying between 10 to 11 is what floats around, like that's their usual patch time. I don't think they had like 100% this is go time. It's kind of, you know, around there. Can double check. And that is from like, you know, the special source. Yeah. 10 or 11-ish typically in PDT. Okay, unlock that one. Okay, let's do this. I'm pretty sure you'll find that on X too, so it's not like super secret or anything. Their usual go time. Afternoon, Miss Chippy. I do not take summon mats from chat. I always appreciate it though, Miss Chippy. Thank you, Ori. Whoops. Okay, let's drop this. There you are. Tormented Echo is down. How we doing? Collect these. Grab the ring. Let's go ahead and head on back to town. The devil out here in the YouTube chat calling for Ori. Where's Ori on the other side? So let's go ahead and clear here. Double check and see what my fear is doing. Got a last stack and a half or so. That's a third. Alright. Yeah. You can be in all places. Again. Like, technically, even I can't be in all places because I used to multi-stream multiple, even more places, but now I just keep the Twitch and YouTube together. So my connection has proven itself nigh unstable for a while. I guess that's how it's gonna be. I'm sure there are a few people out there who only use X and stay off the other platforms that are a little sad, but for the most part, not too big a deal. The approximate time is in the pin. somewhere around 10, 11 a.m. PDT. Alright, open this. Alright. That again. Where the heck can? Where the heck can? 37. Okey-dokey. Twitch needs what Discord has, where you can do like the universal time stamp and it'll like adjust for people's time zone. It's always really convenient. Of course, every time I want to do that, I have to like go through a website to do all like the fancy conversion. I don't know how to do it manually. So it's just like, oh no, not this again. But it's nice though. Alright. Yeah, some people love that D3. It does have the nicer party synergy type gameplay that I do miss in this one. I don't even play D3, but I still know about it. You're in face, 16% 30. Nope. Yeah, I know, right? Like, I ever run out of things to say, though. It's never been a problem for me. I read like all sorts of like subreddits for streaming and whatnot. It's almost always like, how do you find things to say? And like, you know, for all sorts of strategies for it. I'm like, I've never thought about that in my life. And then they say like, oh, just talk about what's happening in the game. And it's like, you don't say. You don't say. I'm sure a lot of those people who are always like, I always have a tip for everybody. If I show them what I do, they're like, oh, you can stop talking so much about what you see on screen. And it's like, well, most people probably can. I wouldn't say I can. It's just different. Different here. Yep, doesn't take that long to do. It's like a less than 9 gigabytes, I think. Patch that I needed to do for the PTR. But I don't know how much it was patching and how much is like full install. I don't know if you do like a clean install for it, how much it would be. I think most of us just have it on our rigs. Oh, actually yours is the first time, so that was like full download for you. 15 minutes is not bad at all. Alright. Yeah, we jokingly say we need a neon screen for a neon light blinking somewhere for when we're doing the PTR. And then still people will ask about, are we PTR or not? And it'll be a week after the PTR has completely ended and we'll still have people asking, is this the PTR? Actually, this time we won't. Because we'll be playing PoE too. So maybe that'll be the one thing that saves me this time. And that always happens. That always happens. Is this the PTR? Like, no. It's closed forever. What do you mean? I wish it was. That's interesting. I don't think it does. Okay, but if it makes sense, because the game is pretty big. Full reduction pain gorgers. I think I already have some of these, and I'm going to say that the odds are my barbarian's fine. He doesn't need to worry about it. Alright, I still have more fear. 81 on us. Okay, here are these. Can't actually do that, devil. The powers that be get very upset when you do that. Oh, and you mean convert time zones? Yeah, that'd be funny. And then they'll be like, you're not even in that time zone. What are you talking about? And I'll just be like, well, somebody's fine. Convert everything. Or you like do the whole line of every time zone. Like a whole table, like here. Like a countdown table. So it's just like it's telling how long until. Like approximately how long until. All the tickers going at different times would be actually really funny. I'm pretty sure websites do that. Like they have like the analog clock and everything. If you want it. Like everybody can know. Like the airport clocks. What time it is, where. Alright. Sure. Let's open this up, and then... There's you. Okie dokie. You have global clocks there? Yeah. Yeah, multi-time zone countdowns. For everyone. clicked the link and everyone's just like overloaded in blocks in front of him. Like, oh no, I didn't need this. I'm sorry, I asked. Alright. And where's our buddy? Where's our pal? There he is. I'm here lining myself up with the pillar. Mechanics, alright. Okay. There you go. If no ancestral drops, that's when Subo tells me that he expects we'll need that. He's just such a bright guy. The PTR is never late, nor is it early. It arrives precisely when it's meant to. Right. Another one of these. Right. Go cold and chat. Let's move over here a bit. Got you. It didn't look like I did, but I got him. So sparkly. It's like my character can't decide what color of sparkles we are working with, but he's doing stuff. One of those swords doesn't have its proper skin because I've been changing builds. Belial is coming. It was inventory time, so of course he is. Get over there. It's easier for me to hit the stun grenades and all up close. Like, well, if they did a collab with Dead by Daylight in this game, we would probably get the Butcher for a killer, and I would be so hyped. Go back to town. He fits right in. Everybody gets hooked on meat hooks all the time. Normal, everyday Butcher thing. It's like he belongs over there. And they put Diablo on their ridiculous fantasy list of what people want on their surveys. So, you know, it's not like they haven't thought about it. Somebody on DVD's side definitely has. Alright, 2 more openings. Butcher and Dead by Daylight, I know. Go around fresh meat. Fresh meat all day, every day. All our Dead by Daylight friends who still follow and check into his channel would have heart attacks. Like, oh no, you're back! Okay, then. Everybody who's been around long enough would also know she's back on meds to play killer. It's not great. Okay, then here. I feel like the gateway drug to play Dead by Daylight period again. That doesn't sound, I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Let's open this. Helm. Let's go inventory, right? Actually, maybe have one more? Oh, I need to have one more. There we go. Back to doing escalation so we can get more again. Okay, now... Like that. Sure. Yep. Now we're facing the ice and we can do the escalations. The real content of this game. So they change out the hordes, then we can add that to real content in this game. And then what does it want me to do every early season? The pits, because they want me to do the lame content in this game. Grab the bow. Although, I mean, the pit is actually not bad overall. It's just we've done it so many thousands of times at a certain point. Just like, no, not again. Let's go back to pin shots. We go to the escalations. So we can see that beautiful bounce shot. I had a 100% roll and I got rid of it accidentally earlier on that, but I don't need it anyway. Alright, there's that. Let's go do... Going to overwrite the old one. I don't remember exactly what the difference was between those two, but now I got one shaker, one perdition. That makes sense. And then we're gonna equip the pin shots. Looks like I at one point like started the flurry, but I didn't finish it up. I know, that's kind of weird, right? You go back to the good PC, and then what does it do? It lags because the GPU situation. Look how many escalations I ended up with after last stream. Everybody started picking up, or started fronting all of our escalations and then let me stockpile them, and I'm back to this monstrosity. Which is good. Which is good. Anything's actually good, though. Amethyst Reserve, Gin Reserve, Forgot Wisdom. Roderick Strong Room, Forgot Wisdom, Office Time. I do have an Office Time mod right here. Oops, wrong one. This one. This one is a Strong Room. Atkins Grasp. Fixed all my gear, stored my stuff. We are ready to go. Alright. You got 2 stacks of fear. Building up again. Strong Room. Now we get to pew pew pew. And this build gives joy. Eaglehorn was not in the soul armor category, but you know, we put it on Eaglehorn could be put on your normal weapon slot and then use the other things that the chaos armor can give you. We could be good. Excuse me. Let's go. Fine. Here you are again. Alright. So, let's go summon a special demon. Go here, you, and we're cool. So if they put the butcher in Dead by Daylight, you would obviously have to have a chain pull to him. It'd be pretty amazing. You have to do something special when he hooks a person. And what else could he have? Perk-wise. Pressers. Out of here. Fallen Overseers. I want this. And then he'd have to have an Infernal Butcher alternate skin, because obviously. Okay, I'll get a rage. Got you. Here you are again. Poison. Shadow Enchanted. He'd have to have some sort of charge. It does do that sort of thing. Agony. Cool deal. Let's open this. Guess I could do Lily if they kill her instead, but I think the Butcher is more iconic and fits right in. Natural choice. Oh, that's not my portal. There's my portal. Underneath it. And to the right, here's a lethal. I got some winning things happening here. That. And I'll move up to northwest. So here we are. Rainmakers. Rally off the site. Get out of this way. Killing wind. 3 of you. A portal with it, a portal with it, a portal. Portal sep shape. This does happen a lot around here. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. It's all just portal fantasy. That's Diablo for you. Got my stone here. Let's kill these in the meantime. Looks good. Now we're down this way. Sure. Door has been unsealed. Tempest. Good for that. Oh there. Oh dear. Killing. Richard remains. Back to the right again. Lord Moloch. Teleporters are good. Let's take these here. And that's fine. Okay, right. Filling, there are 3 of those. Portal crossover. That's too hokey. They wouldn't want to do something like that. Wait, where's my path through? Over here. There you go. Okay, now... Just the constant dash for sure. Follow that bear. Below the bishop. Okay. Roger, Jim, reserve off the site mine. I love that Jester cosmetic. Okie dokie. So I haven't announced what the collab for season 10 is. I think about it every day. Please, please, be something awesome. Granted, I always say I'm a sucker for anything like that. It doesn't even really matter what it is. I'm not already super into it. I will become super into it like almost instantaneously. But I always hope it's something like I'm already into. It just makes it easier. It's more obsessive. Doesn't take much for me. Not too much time on my hands. It's like I have like the most time on my hands because I constantly like always feel like I have to be doing something. I have no time at all at the same time. It's like there's no winning. There's no winning. This is why I can't sleep right. Right here. No worries. Get rid of these. Here's you, a mortar out that way. Probably off the sides. There you go. Sure. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Take this. There we go. So here's a little sword. I'll take all of you. Down here. On the right. The NYC returned before Monday. I want to say no, he didn't. I didn't see him yesterday. Yeah, Monday. At all either. Yeah, there you go. After that one time we were saying like, where are you going? But I don't think he actually had left yet, so it doesn't count. Yeah, we didn't see him. We didn't see him. I think we saw him on Discord though, but I don't think that counts, right? Wallers. Here you go again. And Firewalker. There you are. Let's see how we're doing to the left again. Good. Let's see this. Here for you. Waller suppressors and frozen. Get rid of that. Let's open up this. Alright, so my left side. Anything this way? Not at all. Champions, I've got you. Let's open this. Whoops. Fine. It's perfectly fine. How's up here? Read Central. I like all that. Okay, let's take that again. So many things just keep popping up in me. First shrine, gonna do that. I wish there was a way to get more imbues on this pin shot without me sacrificing my damage on the bar. Last way shrines, gold reserve, forgotten wisdom. More portalception. I mean, I guess we could do this still. I suppose we'll do the event. Just hype on portals, I guess. There's shots going. Without Ori, I would just skip all sorts of things and lose out on odds and ends on rewards. To keep us very reined in a bit. It's good, it's good. I'm gonna grab this one. Otherwise it's just always off to the races. Okay, let's open that one. And we'll do this. Yeah, what the? Thank you. So a little susceptible to the old volcanic on this build because we are a little low in health compared to other things that we would be running. This one actually, its resistance is a thing you're what's iffy about it. Not active yet. We still got quite a few hours before they let us in. Let us in. Double checking. Yeah, resistance is on. It's actually really good. Yeah, just like ground. It's got the same issues that the necro builds with the minions have, where you're just sacrificing tons and tons of survivability. Which also reminds me, on that soul, on the healing soul, on the chaos armor category, how many things out there actually give you life? You stack a ton of chaos armor types. So I was like, oh, I can do all this damage, all this fun stuff. Then you're just dead. Why am I dying so much? Because usually you would run more maximum life rolls on like legendaries and other odds and ends, where maybe, you know, you're gonna have to actually make some hard choices and not be so tanky if you want to play with chaos armor. Out here, those. File that way. Annihilator. Champions. That'll be alright by me. Let's go up here. Do we have any treasure room there? I don't see it. This way distracted with shiny objects. Like, look, actual corpses in this game. We can't have them in piles for objectives for some reason, but we can't have them on things off of a pillar, a column, if we look hard enough. This way is for you. Let's do that again. There's a statue. Keep going for orbs. It's like, hold that thought until season 10 when we gotta suffer again. I'm gonna try and place this for the treasure room while that portal's being done. I don't know even how it's gonna go, but Ori's working on it. Over there too. You are part of that portal. You chased me all this way. Oh, over here I think is the one. There you go. Alright, so last wave on taking a walk. Still looking for the treasure room here. Super itchy today. I don't know. Oh, okay, we got it. We got it. There we go. There is the treasure room. So we'll open up this. And we'll head over to strong room. We can mark that just as a reminder for later. Good morning, how you doing, Twisted? 285 is halfway for Paragon, and I'm like the biggest champion in all the land. Hopefully, in the near future, I would love next season they make it so you can get that 300 from just playing the game instead of suffering in the pit. It's like, I like the pit as much as the next person, for the most part, but I think it's just tragic it being the most effective way to get the 300 well past why it's necessary for doing like your glyphs in there. So hopefully in the future, to get 300, you're basically only expected to just play all parts of the game, and it, you know, it'll all feel like very samey across the board. Because I don't think the pit is that much great skilled content worth your getting extra experience to that degree, where you feel like, you know, you're doing that or you're missing out on Paragon early in the season. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. Basically, by comparison, people in this community who play very similar hours to what I do, we were doing like 12 plus every day, but they were only doing escalations as opposed to me doing the pit, are basically at this point still only half of my experience in total. And this is, I've been 300 for weeks and weeks and weeks. So yeah, it doesn't feel good getting Paragon 300 right now. You should not feel bad if you haven't done it, because what it asks of you is just lame to get it. Eventually, hopefully the game just evens it out, so you can actually just focus on natural progression for every character, and the 300 will happen just by playing, instead of laser focusing on something that otherwise is unnecessary, which is speedruns in the pit. Alright. Okay, let's go this way. Champions here. That cold enchanted. And over here to the north. Infested revenants. Off with your barrier. Instantaneously you're dead. Go figure. Okay, so legendary spoils in here. Grim secrets or the files. Delphi Druid. Delphi Druid. This just makes no sense. The most tragic part of playing Eagle Hornet is when you don't fix your cosmetic. It looks like that. It's so lame. Like, oh, I made the mistake of trying to open this while I'm lagging into the zone. I love that Ori and I both have this issue. It's like, here, you got that 50 series? 5070 to 5080, suffer. How dare you have nice things. I was looking at 5090s, and I was like, you know what? Knowing my experience, so one time when I got something like super cutting edge, upon a time, and it was just like constantly in the shop because it was melting down pretty much. I've learned my lesson. It's like, we'll give them more time. If we're worried about that, I've heard of many meltdowns. Oh, the 5090s part, and I don't want to risk that. The 80 already having a fair amount of weirdness with D4, but I think it's just D4. And let's see. Baseball boots, 0.55. About the 300, I feel like the worst case scenario is they take it away from being like an aspirational thing entirely. And it's like, no, that's not what I'm asking for. I'm just asking for experience to be leveled and like evened out across the game for completions of things in a reasonable way. Just so that you don't feel obligated to the paint, not just make it so easy everyone gets it. If you take that away from me, what do I do in this game? It's like everything pretty much triple crit gear. The only thing that I don't have like perfect gear is that I'm not bothering to buy it off of people before I triple crit it. That's really the only thing that keeps me from having like perfect all the time. Because I just don't want to play that way. Oops, I don't need to go back that way. We need another escalation. I guess I could do it from in here, doesn't matter. I'll do which one? Last wave, channeling shrines, amethyst, reserve, gem reserve, forgot wisdom. So like I feel like it should take the same amount as the blind burrow, so the project storm. Like I feel like it should take basically the same amount of time, if not even maybe more time, but just come from everywhere. So if I wanted to level doing the escalations, and that's just my thing, then I should have been able to level reasonably just doing my thing. But they would have to sit there and like think about how it evens out. Then to be fair, I think most things in the game take about the same amount of time, more or less. More or less. You just need big completion rewards on everything, or just bigger. Hit northwest. Strong room over there with Ori. Alright, I'll kill this infested villager first. Okay, let's clear the room and we'll teleport to her. So, she's on right side. Alright. That's fine. I'm already here. I did one. We can always find the other ones later. I don't mind walking around too much. I'm not that slow on a rogue. Okay. Here's this again. Like that guy. It's a little frozen. Suppressor lightning enchanted. Good. Lunatics. Can't relate. But you're a bear. It has its size and evens out. So let's grab this. See how we're doing over here to the southwest. Here you are. Filling lane, loaded corpse fiends. Shadow enchanted. Here you go. That's okay. I got that again. No problem. Chilling waves. Let's go out here on the left side. Don't mind if I do. Okay. There's that again. Okay then. Here's a little bit of you. Let's go take a look at how we do over here to my right again. That roll in. Another one here. Let's open that again. Okay, which one is it? Aha. She went there. She's not gone yet in that split second, so it must be up here. Very quick process of elimination. Competitive game. Competitive game. Who gets the right portal to get out of here? Okay, champions. That's not what I'm looking for, though. We can go up here again. I think she got one there. Yeah, one more. Okay, then this time. There's always the next one. Is it PTR yet? No, it's not. See, I just start asking everybody, what's a PTR? What's a PTR? It's just like, cut them off of the paths. I'm always jokingly asking, no one else can ask. Over here. The pain on, at least the twitching is all good, and then we got the message over there. For the crew on the YouTube side. I got all those shock lances. Yeah, it's more than 2 hours. The time is in PDT, not EST. So we're out here struggling for longer than that. Okay, Brugard. Blizzard home office on the West Coast states, so they work in PDT. They are 3 hours behind me. I am not in PDT. I'm EST. Okay, frozen. About that AoE. Need my rebuffs. Gonna have to craft a new elixir or use the ones right out of inventory. There you go. Wait, I don't have to save you. I saved a person I didn't have to save. The shame. Broken my oath of only doing as much work as I have to do. The horror. I'm an Oathbreaker Wanderer now. Don't worry, we save that for, you know, if in theory we actually get a paladin. What paladin would I be in Sanctuary? Let's just slaughter everyone. Okay, so Oathbreaker right out of the gates, yes. Champion's done. Up we go. We burn everything? Is that gonna be a thing? That could be a thing. That's not an oath. It is now. It's not Dungeons and Dragons. We can do what we want. Different here. We don't even know the terms yet. Let's go hit the release lever. And I see what the treasure room is, but we need to find the other objectives. Here's another one of you. Alright. Nice. Nice. He's very respectable. We need one more of those things. Where is the thing? Goblin. Hello. Come back here. Give me your mats. And we'll take this. There's the other one of those. She's gonna get it. Like I just turned around on the elite and let it survive. Okay, now here we are. Bounce, bounce, bounce. So sad. Oh no, opposite capped. There was a butcher that's already gone, I'm sure. Our boy is theoretically talking about he could be a Dead by Daylight killer. You're killing him. Look at this. Would they make Dayrell a survivor? In a game like that? I guess they would. I guess they would. Oh no, not more her. Over here to north again. Here we are. No, getting a slightly aged up Altkin run around as a demon as a survivor. That'll be actually also. Just reserve. Here we go. I would have to slightly age him up because I don't think you're allowed to be underage in Dead by Daylight. That would be unacceptable. Okay, here. Morning. 2 pedestals, 2 bloodstones. Pressers. Okay, then. Get rid of you. Heard an engine outside that sounded like different than any other engine I've heard before out here. I'm like, what is that? You can tell I hear a lot of cars all the time, and I'm like, that one hit different. I'm very curious. I'll never know now, though. That's the tragedy. I'll never know. Alright, so we'll do that. It's like, I don't think that was a truck engine. And it was none of like the cheap kind of sporty cars that like, the kids have around here. I won't know what that was. Over here to the right. Okay. Fine again. Cool deal. That one's fine. Get those out. There's ghost truck. If it was a ghost truck, I don't. Oh, I mean, like, you're talking like a supernatural style ghost semi truck. How about that? That'd be pretty wild. Yeah. Okay. So, what do we have to? Let's do this and that and one of those. And the next one. Let's take that. Fair enough. Little stuffy berry summoners, I got you. Closer. Teleporter there. Okay. Not bad. Another set of things just kind of hanging out. I can kill. Give me some value here before we go next spot. Good shot, so fun. I'm sad the Eagle Horn didn't hit a Chaos Arbor, but I feel like it may be one that would be problematic if it did. If I want this bounce, I'm gonna have to keep it in their weapon spot. I don't get the trick shot in the two-hander kind of energy. There we go. I think that's that. Welcome, welcome. Looking at it. Opposite cap, of course. Grab the amulet, the helm. Reign of Errors should be eaten pretty good next season. Just precision, though. I mean, it's probably still locked into precision energy. I really hate how that buff disappears on me when I need it. Ori's excited. She likes Reign of Arrows. I am not a rain enjoyer. Okay, now what do we do? Well, a rain IRL, as long as it doesn't affect my internet connection. Enjoyer, but that's what I mean. Far away. I am not a car washer. I played it, I think, twice now. And there are times I get so annoyed at the rotational aspects. Okay, nothing there. Rain with hot drink, yes, yes. Razor pulse cleared. Here you go. Good night, Zoso. Oh, messy. Should be fine. I have faith, dude. They're moving Marak where he starts to Ken Vardu, and they changed a lot of his menus out. So I have a feeling that like if there's something that's gonna go wrong, a good chance it's gonna be something with Marak, which will be tragic. Hopefully, it won't happen. Wizards offering Grim Secrets legendary spoil. What were the universal uniques for the Chaos Armor? There were, weren't there? General uniques. Okay, Banisword Talisman, like I just picked up. Crown of Lucian, Endurant Faith, Face of Fate, Flicker Step, Exxon Slayer Crown, Locker's Talisman, Mother's Embrace, Pain Gorger's Gauntlets, and X-Falls Corroded Signet. X-Falls Corroded Signet. Doing that. Stack the X-Falls and the Blue Rose on other Chaos Armor spots. Like we're gonna play Blizzard on Sorcerer. And we're just gonna have lots of weird conditional pops. That means we have to still scale the crit on our damage over time. And that's just always a mess. I don't think anything has changed with that. It was always the problem with it. It was always kind of cute. Like for farming, I could get away with it. But then anytime we want to do like pit kind of scaling, Back then it was AOZ scanning. We'd strip all that off and just run aspects, and it was always just so tragic. I would probably stick with a rogue something, because that's the character I'm playing, and then like lead up. Seems right. And so I like play with a flurry. I like flurry with the Shroud of Kundura's pull and the hordes, which will always be doing lots of hordes. And then hopefully with a helmet being able to be moved, we can do things like with Perdition or Shaco, and it will be better for it. Okay, we need another escalation. But marksman skills seem like they're getting an awful lot. I don't know. Zenith, but if it ends up I main rogue again like I did this season, I end up with multiple builds. So for the PTR, probably we'll play lots of rogue stuff and take a look. Do I like any of these? Not really. So I'm gonna look at what they are. Zenith, I guess Holodoster is pretty straightforward. I want to say it is. Oh, she got one. Got the blind burrows with the equipment up. I need to do this site before I go anywhere. Yeah. Alright, so what are we gonna do? I know, we're so positive. We're so positive. We had death trap stuff that could use some attention. Let's see. That's fine. This one hasn't been touched. It's 28 out of 30. We figured we would get a better one. It didn't happen. So we have the damage to trapped enemies. I suppose it's the GA, so that's what we'll do. Although the damage reduction probably won't hurt him any. Movement speed, always nice. But we stick with whatever the GA is, typically, when in doubt. It feels right until we get something nicer. Trap damage, go again. It's one of those, like, I might actually have an upgrade to this, just in storage, don't even realize it. This happens all the time. Oh well, we're committed to this one now. Whatever spins off the site. Reset. Damage to trapped enemies. Reduction of damage. Nope. Oh yeah. Under 9k of my Forgotten Soul. Damage reduction, reset. Movement speed, that's a no. Damage to trapped enemies, yes. Damage reduction, resets. Damage reduction enemies, no. Trap damage, resets. Damage to trapped enemies, that's one. Trap damage, reset you. Damage reduction. Movement speed. Nice to have movement speed on things like armor. Kinda cool. This one is not one of the ones in the Chaos armor categories. Scoundrels, leathers. Oh, they are. They actually are. Uh-huh. Reduction trap skills, reset. And pair this with a shroud if you wanted to. The trapped enemies. Wait, that's what I wanted. Uh-oh. She's tempted by the other competitor to The Sims. I would let other people play it for a little bit and see what they're saying if it's redeemed the game. Because it was really rough when I played in Zoe. I was not into it enough to even play for more than a few hours. Because it was a lot of my characters like walking into areas that were just dead. Like nothing going on. It was just like not it. It was just not it. I was impressed with all of the interactions. Like it had like a lot of potential, but potential is not enough to actually like enjoy and put time into a game. Resets. Yeah, I don't think that's changed. Don't think that's changed yet. Multitask, they do one thing at a time. There we go, got that one. See what else we have. We got core skills on this already. We can do... the pants are the ones that are not what I wanted them to be. We can do max on resource on the boots. Yeah, see, no multitasking, no joy. Agile, so we need the resource on. There you go. Got some resource, there's 2. He actually has the amount that I need with only 2 rolls, but orange number. Orange number is superior even if by actual functionality, maybe not. There's another one. It likes to hit 2 for me. Alright, well, got it. It has the Dark Shroud. This one does not. We'll go Dark Shroud damage on this one. Yeah, that really is a 2-shot. Something like that. Okay, it's a little bit less than a 2-shot. It felt like it though. We haven't much at all. Dark Shroud Shadow. Reset you again. We'll strike, good damage. It's to do these. Dexterity. My character looks so cyberpunk. It's actually this is not normal. That's why it's amazing. Life, reset again. Have to deal poison damage. I'm changing primary resources rolls again. The lucky hit one is just going to be a flat rate return instead of a percentage return, which means that unless very niche case, it's dead. That means of getting your resource back so you can do the rune word combinations. It's just not gonna happen. Yeah. Basically every build I play has that this season. So it's gonna be gone. Like, for instance, right here. It's right here. Crossbow. And then you get like the mana shield for the sorcerers. They get that going, and then with that, they have a damage cap on how much you're scaling for maximum mana. I think it was a 500 cap though. That's pretty big. That's pretty big for last skills. Okay, maximum life. Nope, looking for the shroud damage. This is what we want. Give me another. Nope, denied. Reset. I have this one to like, tag poison stuff. No, I don't know how much of that's really giving me. Damage for Dark Shroud Shadow. Critical strike damage. No. Chance to deal poison damage. Don't want it. So many builds will change. I don't think they'll die. You can get resource returns off of rings in different ways. Reset. People highlight ultimate skill, can bring back resource. And there's resource regen per second takes in various forms. Just people have to do things differently. Yeah, it's always dramatic about the big changes. It's just like, we've always done this, we've just done it different ways, and now they're like forcing us into finding another way. But they still have plenty of ways in the game. Dexterity, reset us. Kind of funny, like for the longest time, like early on, I was always doing lucky hit returns on resource, and then there was like a gap in between like using the like before rune words, where we changed to something else like Starlight was doing really well. I think it was for like Blood Surge, and of course they nerfed that, and then we kind of like loop back around to hitting the lucky hit, and then now we can't do that. So I don't know what the next one is in live, but you know, it depends on the build, I think. Dolmen is not on the list. I looked yesterday. Look again here. Yeah, Dolmen's not on the list. I was thinking, like, is everybody who runs a unique amulet going to go into... Now I gotta play the true in-game, where you're gonna look for the sweaty one, but Dolmen, Boulder Druids are not free of that. They still have Dolmen. Or, well, I mean, I guess they're free of that. They still have Dolmen in the spots they're gonna get. But that means they don't have the big Boulder damage scale that you get for having a Chaos Armor version. Is kind of a bummer. So I guess Boulder is probably not one of the chosen ones next season again. Dexterity, reset us. Shred got big buffs, I think. Shred might be in. Maximum life, no. Crit strike damage. There's my Dark Shroud Shadow. Maximum life, I think not. Here's her Dark Shroud Shadow. There's 2. Crit strike damage, resets. Everybody's name is just Streak. Okay. Alright. Status. Flipping with that weapon through that hat detected. How dare they? Oops, reset again. Give me my triple Dark Shroud Shadow damage. Ghastly is all the least your boulder uses that. Yeah. One, you can do the check out are the predict. I want to make something functional and I want to run around the hordes. I want to test the hordes. Assuming that was part of the PTR, they told us about it. Reset. Damage per Dark Shroud Shadow. There's 2. Uh-oh. No bugging allowed. Dexterity. Reset us again. See here. I wanted that weapon. That's what we wanted. Let's see what YouTube says. You gonna tell me? Yep, it's having issues over there on the other side too. Alright. Got 2 there. We go again. We go again. Critical strike damage. Telling me it's dropping frames. We don't like to see that. Yes, for Dark Shroud Shadow. Chance to deal poison damage. Will reset. At least it's telling me it's struggling. That's more than we can often say that it's doing. YouTube gave me a warning, like it had that upload issue, and then it recovered. So it's time to see if Twitch will recover, but I'll probably have to reset both. Maximum life, reset us. Dexterity, reset you again. Maximum life, reset. There for Dark Shroud Shadow. Reset. I always hope that it'll fix itself, but it usually doesn't. Twitch seems completely unable to recover from this, so we'll reset it all, I think. So I'm gonna reset, so I'll hit the beer back.